have endured the test of time. Some nuggets and tidbits to sprinkle your way, which you may be aware of and may not have been aware of. Familiarity breeds contempt, and nowhere are rivalries more pronounced and ferocious than the gridiron of college football. This week's Stanford-Oregon game makes us appreciate the history of these two teams converging. Classes started Monday for undergrads at Stanford, so class is now in session. The memories come flooding. Chip Kelly and David Shaw, Andrew Luck and Marcus Mariota, and the Cardinal costing the Ducks a shot at the national title game in 2012 with a huge upset.
Long enough for sure and good. Stanford takes down Oregon.
It's also the 40th anniversary of the release of the classic comedy Animal House, which was filmed in Eugene. Food fight! How about the history between Nebraska and Michigan? Cornhuskers are 0-2 for the first time since 1957, while the Wolverines have rebounded after that opening week loss to the Irish. Famously, the school split the last poll in 1997 when our own Brian Greasy was the quarterback for Michigan and current coach Scott Frost was the quarterback of Nebraska.
I don't think there's anybody out there that with a clear conscience can say that Nebraska, and especially Tom Osborne, that great man, doesn't deserve a national championship.
They never played as they were in different leagues, but each laid claim to the title. And remember when Florida versus Tennessee was a compelling matchup? My man Jesse Palmer can tell you this game was a staple of the early season SEC slate, and no better moment of trolling than when Steve Spurrier baited Phil Fulmer by saying, "You can't spell Citrus Bowl without UT."
The Gators, they all call me a very confident coach, and our opponents call me a cocky, arrogant coach, so that's part of the game, I guess.
Even the greats have their holes. Peyton Manning lost all 4 games to the Gators. And last Saturday, the Syracuse Orange were puffing their chest after dismantling Florida State. Now they've got the real Big East rival, UConn. Who can forget that epic, titanic, 6-overtime thriller at the Garden? Never mind. Cuse is making noise, though, with this 3-0 start. And UConn, well, they've still got Gina. And we go deep in the history books for Army in Oklahoma. That's right, 1946, when Army was a juggernaut, and the Sooners changed the perception of their program.
Blocking the punt, the Sooners fall on the pigskin in the end zone. It's a touchdown, and Oklahoma leads 7-0.
Now we know the road to the Big 12 rolls through Norman, but it wasn't that way 70-plus years ago. My, how times have changed. Great stuff there from Sean Whitman putting that together. Harry S. Truman wanted to be at the game, was delayed due to duties in Washington, so he got to Michie Stadium and they delayed the start of the game by 15 minutes just to give it the presidential stamp of approval. That game way back in 1946. Still to come here on the Mazda halftime report. Temple right now taking care of business against Tulsa. They lead at 21-10. More highlights and comments right after this.